Well, here we are at the Alpine, and during our last week of ownership. We can't, hard to believe, but we're actually selling this property this week. We're set to close this week. We've owned it just for 2 years, almost exactly 2 years. So just decided to come out here and share with our investors and our community, our threefold community, just some of our memories over the past 2 years. So we're just kind of thinking, back to 2 years ago, and it's really exciting and rewarding to think about where this property was 2 years ago, because it was in pretty rough shape. I mean, a very C-class building, but in a B-class area here in Kettering, the Kettering area of Dayton, Ohio. So we just have big dreams for the property and got to work right away, replacing all the windows, painting the entire exterior, the entire interior, tons of landscaping, new garage doors, just a lot, and then jumping into the units. But also, we were thinking about just 1 year ago where we were, and that was kind of a low point. We had a fire a year and a half ago. So a year ago, we're in the middle of trying to renovate from the fire. But also at that time, we had a huge tax settlement that we had just gone through, so that put us in a very difficult situation. So Kevin and I spent months out here renovating units, or helping to renovate units ourselves. So we were out here a lot. This is definitely the property we poured our blood, sweat, and tears into the most. And I drug you guys out here a lot, so figured we'd share some of our memories. But yeah, so a year ago, in the middle of the renovations from the fire is definitely one of the biggest memories. I mean, but the whole building was affected.
Do you guys remember anything about the fire and coming to see it?
It was very smoky.
The whole building smelled like smoke.
Remember how dark it was?
And it was very dark. I remember having a video of us looking at all the pieces of wood where they're gonna be walls and all that stuff.
And all the damage. Do you remember how extensive that was?
Yeah.
You remember how black that unit was?
Yeah.
We went in, everything was
crazy.
black.
And all the hallways were dark and smoke filled.
You guys remember how we kind of tried to bless the residents after that?
Yeah, we gave them gift cards.
Went around each unit.
Put them on their doors.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was fun. You remember when we were out here, because we were having lunch out here a couple months after that, maybe a few months after that, and I forget if we were doing landscaping and other stuff, but you guys went in because you wanted to see how the renovation was coming along. Remember you went in this door back here.
And it was all smoky again.
Well,
There was smoke pouring out, right?
Out of the
And some of the
back
residents
door.
were outside.
Yep.
They didn't know what was going on.
So we thought there was another fire
There's another fire.
Yeah.
at the Alpine. Go figure.
What was it?
It was somebody cooking. Yeah.
Somebody cooking with a lot of grease.
Their door open
Yep.
and just letting all the smoke out into the
All
hallway.
the smoke out, but everyone thought there was another fire.
So at least we didn't have another fire at that point.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord. What are we doing today?
Yeah, we were, at that time we were trying to do as much as we could to renovate units. We made you guys come along with us a lot. We were renovating one up on the 3rd floor, I remember, and you guys did a really good job taking off outlet covers,
Oh yeah.
helping us with all that. You guys doing little odd jobs. Sometimes you were just playing. I know, what was your guys' favorite thing to play in those units?
In the closet.
In the closets?
Yes.
Yeah, those were fun.
You guys remember anything about a paint can?
Oh yeah,
Big bucket.
we were trying to look through this whole thing.
Peephole.
And then we rolled it over, and then it paint spread all over the ground, and we couldn't pick it up. And then you guys came in, and we're like, guys.
We definitely decided to replace the carpet.
I was hoping we could save the carpet in that unit, but that was the final nail in the coffin.
What about the doorknob story? That's kind of my.
This
my
was around the
one.
same time.
I still say doorknob to him when these instances come up of where Lee decides we can do it. We can do it all. Like no big deal. We've got this.
Yeah.
Biting off way more than I can chew.
Yes. How did we even get into this?
We were painting the entire interior, and the paint crew said that they would paint all the doors for us. And my thought was, let's just make it a one-day project. So Kevin and I went ahead of them and took off 47 doorknobs. Well, 47 doorknobs and 47 deadbolts. So, 94 altogether. So we took them all off. That wasn't a problem. And they come through painting, but they're priming and then they're painting 2 coats. We get like halfway through the day and we have not started putting doorknobs back on. So the doorknobs have been off all day for people. And then we're getting to 6 o'clock in the evening. We still haven't started putting doorknobs back on. One lady freaked out on me a little bit, justifiably so. And I realized we're up a creek, big time.
I just remember walking
really
in
bad.
with pizzas for everyone, just you and Kevin, and all of a sudden I see my brother there in someone's door putting on a doorknob. Eric, what are you doing here? And he's like, Lee just called me and I gotta help put on doorknobs. And so from that point on, I'm putting on doorknobs, Lee's putting on doorknobs. I mean, residents were so wonderful.
Oh yeah, they gave us a lot of grace.
Oh.
Well, yeah, you called, you're like, should I bring pizzas? I said, bring pizzas and bring a screwdriver.
Yeah.
Bring a drill. I need you.
I've never seen you so stressed
It was
in
awful.
that moment.
Kevin and I left here at 11:30 at night. It did all work out, but it was a horrible experience.
Oh, it's crazy.
So hopefully I've learned something from that.
Tell us about the trash then.
So that was my favorite part for some reason. But there was a ton of trash, and last time we found like 8 diapers. Well, once I found a lighter, a lot of times we found keys and a lot of money.
What was your favorite part, Emma?
Picking up trash was kind of fun, and I think just coming here some of the days and just working all day,
Yeah.
getting Subway after.
Oh yeah, we would
Yes.
set you guys up in a vacant unit, and you guys could just kind of hang out and play,
Yep.
and then we'd go and get Subway. That was fun. Yeah.
Kevin brought Ben one time to help clean up. We
Yeah.
even had friends from church come out and
We did a
Oh,
ton
yeah.
of
Clean up with us.
landscaping here too.
yes. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, right here you can see. I mean, Kevin and I cut down I think 4 large trees.
Yep.
And then that huge thorn bush, yeah, and we brought the
Yeah.
wood chipper out. We rented a wood chipper. He and I spent several days, full days doing that.
This property has
Tons of
given
training.
us so much of an opportunity to work as a family and get to know the residents and serve them in a variety of ways. And that's been just a blessing for us, as with all of the properties, but this one in particular, I feel like. So it's hard to let it go.
Yeah, well, we've seen it come full circle as far as the renovation. Now we're going full cycle as we, sell it this week, and it just reminds us how God has sustained us through this, given us the perseverance, because it was really difficult about a year ago, and almost the whole past year. We've really got it running well the past 4, 5, 6 months, but the year before that was really difficult. But our investors really stuck by us because I'm sure there were some times they thought maybe our big plan to see this. You said it's kind of a Cinderella story that going from rags to riches, because we just very C, maybe even C minus property, and now it's really a B plus property. So it's been really fun, but it's really difficult getting through that process. And we're really grateful. I'm grateful for my family that's been here, but with the threefold community, and especially the investors that partnered with us on this project. They really stuck through us and made us feel like they were there. I mean, when we would have the QBRs and kind of presenting some of the things that weren't going so well and some challenges, and like, we're definitely not there yet. We haven't turned the property yet. Just very patient. It's hard to find investors like that all the time. So really grateful for all that. And so as we sit here today, thinking back on all that we've been through, it's really fun, rewarding, and to feel blessed
Very humble.
to be where we are. Yeah, absolutely.
You guys have anything else left to say? What about your song? Okay, so early on with the Alpine, keep in mind they were around for the very early days when this was rough. They came up
When
with
we were cleaning up trash and
Yes.
renovating some kind of nasty units.
They came up with a song. It was like the theme song for the Alpine. Can you do it?
Alpine, 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 Alpine. 3 words to explain it. Alpine, Alpine, Alpine. Stinky, dirty, how clean. Alpine, 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 Alpine.
Wonderful. That's,
All right.
Yeah, there's nothing really to add after that.
And that's a wrap.